Welcome back. It's time now for Top Picks, where we speak to an expert on 3 stock picks they like in the current market. Today, we're focused on Canadian small-cap aerospace and defense stocks with my guest, Kim Bolton. He's an expert in technology stocks. Many of you will realize he's also president and portfolio manager at Black Swan Dexteritas. Thanks for coming in. What do you look for in a small-cap technology stock as opposed to one of the giants that's out there?
Thanks, Paul, for having me in. Well, when you get down into that sort of food chain, we always look at whether they're profitable, which is a rarity in the small cap side. So the 3 today are profitable, Canadian, all under $1 billion. And certainly in this sort of aerospace, aviation, defense ecosystem, the margins are pretty sweet too.
Okay, let's move on to number 1. All of these stocks are lesser known names, certainly compared to the giant tech stocks that we often talk about. Firan Technology Group, a company that specializes in the manufacturing of aerospace and defense tech.
I like doing these segments because, you know, in the big funds in our portfolios, we tend to gravitate to sort of the large and sort of medium cap, but it's sort of fun to actually drill down and explore into these. So, Firan, when you think about them, they're the ones that have the printed circuit boards and the illuminated cockpit interface products. So when you go into a cockpit and you see all the lights and everything, that's Firan. It'll be interesting to see how they sort of navigate, because they're through this tariff side, because their biggest supplier to is Boeing and also to Lockheed Martin. But they do it sort of indirectly through sort of other tier 1 aerospace system integrators. So I think they'll be able to navigate it through. So currently trading just over $8. Now, we have a 12-month price target of $8.75. So the runway is pretty short, but I think it's very worthy to pick up a third here and then just sort of gradually buy in, maybe down just under 8 and then down around 7.75.
Okay. Number 2 is a better-known name, Magellan Aerospace, MAL in Toronto.
Yeah. So Magellan is all about precision machining and aerospace engine components. But they also get into space systems and certainly into rocket propulsion. So, as you can imagine, they're big suppliers into the likes of like a Pratt & Whitney, Rolls-Royce, Airbus, but they also collaborate with the Canadian Space Agency and the Department of National Defense. So currently trading just under 12. This has a longer runway. We have a 12-month price target of $19 here.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's a good buy here.
What kind of valuation metrics and calculations do you use to get you to $19 on Magellan?
Yeah, so you know, they're as I mentioned, these are all profitable. Their gross margin is around 13.5, a little less than sort of those others, and then, you know, their full year revenue in 2024 was 7%, just over 7%. So you just sort of extrapolate it just around sort of that 7 to 8%, and you get up to about $19.
Okay. Number 3 is Kraken Robotics. This is a venture exchange traded stock, PNG, on the S&P TSX Venture Exchange. Why do you like Kraken?
So Kraken is involved in sort of synthetic aperture sonar and also into subsea batteries and autonomous towed vehicles. So when people talk about Kraken, it's all about sort of getting their machines and going down to the bottom of the ocean and actually mapping it out. But you can imagine, certainly in these days, when it comes to like forest fires and so on, you can actually use that same sort of technology on land, but also because there are more earthquakes going on these days, they're really sort of being tapped for that to do the mapping and try to extrapolate sort of weaknesses in the bedrock and so on. So currently, right now, trading about 230, and we have a 12-month price target of 4.25.
So you are willing to invest in venture exchange stocks. Why don't we talk about that a bit? You have to expect some volatility around that. So normally, like with a large to a mid cap, we'd look for a full position sort of around that sort of anywhere from 4 to 7%. But with the small cap side, because of the volatility, and then you have to sort of scale in, we usually hold on to those maybe maximum position 2.5%, maybe 3%. Mm-hmm. So I would say it's on the small cap, it's less about investing and it's more about the trading side. So you go in, take your money, and get out. You get the kind of, is the disclosure, it must be adequate for you to invest in the stock on behalf of your clients, but many people believe that, for instance, the financial results issued by a venture exchange company are not as fulsome as they would be from a TSX-traded company.
That's right. And so with the small cap, and certainly with the venture, we don't put it into the funds. We do have an appetite within our separately managed accounts. And I also invest in it just so I keep on top of it. So it's more geared toward those separately managed accounts that are willing to actually take on a little bit more risk.
Okay. Again, so let's finish where we began. What kind of things do these three small caps all have in common that makes them picks of yours?
Profitable, and it's a rarity in the small cap side and certainly in the venture. Certainly in this space, the margin is pretty attractive. Now, mind you, Magellan was down sort of in the teens, but for Kraken and also for Firan, it's up around sort of between 40 and 50%. So it's the metrics are quite attractive.
Kim, thanks a great deal for being here, as always.
All right. Thanks, Paul.
Kim Bolton is president and portfolio manager at Black Swan Dexteritas. There again are his three small cap technology picks: Firan Technology Group, Magellan Aerospace, and Kraken Robotics. Let's take a look at the